Your puppy isn't being bad. This is why they bite. Do you really know what your puppy is feeling when those tiny, sharp teeth suddenly grab your hand, your sleeve, your ankle, or even your face? You probably think they are being naughty, or they are trying to dominate me, or they know this hurts but they keep doing it anyway. But here's what most puppy owners don't realize. Your puppy is not born understanding human skin. They do not know that your hand is different from a toy, or that your fingers are not part of the game. To a puppy, biting is not automatically aggression. It is language. It is discovery. It is stress. It is excitement. It is pain relief. It is a young nervous system trying to make sense of a world that feels too big. And some things you do with love may actually confuse your puppy or weaken trust. Laughing one moment, yelling the next. Playing rough, then punishing the bite. Pulling your hand away quickly, then wondering why your puppy chases harder. Once you understand this, your puppy's biting will start making sense. You will stop seeing a bad puppy. You will start seeing a baby animal trying to communicate with the only tools they have. Let's start with the one most puppy owners get completely wrong. 1. Your puppy bites because their mouth is their first way of understanding the world. Most puppy owners think biting means disrespect. They see the puppy run across the room, grab a pant leg, and tug like a tiny wild animal. And the first thought is, why are they attacking me? But to a puppy, this means something very different. Before puppies understand rules, they understand texture, warmth, movement, smell, pressure, taste. Your puppy's mouth is not just for eating. It is their first little map of the world. They bite a blanket to feel softness. They bite a toy to test resistance. They bite your hand because it moves, smells like you, and reacts. And that reaction teaches them something. If your hand jumps away, the game becomes exciting. If your voice gets loud, the moment becomes intense. If you chase them, the biting becomes part of a pattern. Puppies learn through patterns. So when your puppy bites and you suddenly become animated, they may not hear, "Stop." They may feel, "Something big just happened. Let's do it again." That's not bad behavior. That's communication mixed with confusion. Your puppy is not trying to hurt you. They are trying to understand where their body ends and your world begins. And the first lesson they need is not fear. It is clarity. Because a puppy who is gently guided learns, "My mouth has limits." But a puppy who is only punished learns, "My person becomes scary when I make mistakes." 2. Your puppy bites because teething can make their whole body restless. This next one surprises most owners. Most puppy owners think teething is just about sore gums. But to a puppy, teething can feel like discomfort they cannot explain. Their mouth aches, their gums feel strange, pressure brings relief, chewing becomes soothing, biting becomes a way to calm a body that does not know what is happening. A young puppy does not think, "I am teething today, so I need an appropriate chew toy." They just feel pressure inside their mouth and they search for something that answers it. A wooden chair leg, a shoe, a blanket corner, your fingers. Your fingers are warm, they smell familiar, they move, they feel alive. So, to a puppy, they may seem more comforting than the quiet toy lying on the floor. Here's the part many people miss. When a puppy is teething, biting is not only physical. It can become emotional. Discomfort makes the nervous system more sensitive. A puppy who is already tired, hungry, or overstimulated may bite harder, faster, and with less control. That's not stubbornness. That's a small body asking for relief. This is why some puppies seem sweet in the morning, then turn into little biting storms by evening. The pain, the tiredness, the day's excitement, and the lack of self-control all meet at once. And suddenly, your puppy is not just chewing, they are unraveling. To your puppy, safety feels like love. And sometimes safety is a calm hand, a predictable routine, and something safe to chew before the biting becomes desperate. 3. Your puppy bites because play is how puppies practice life. Most puppy owners think play biting means their puppy is becoming aggressive. But puppies learn with their bodies before they learn with their minds. In a litter, puppies bite each other. They chase, they tumble, they grab ears, tails, paws, and faces. This is not cruelty. This is early social learning. They are discovering pressure, timing, boundaries, signals. One puppy bites too hard. The other puppy yelps or leaves. The game changes. A lesson begins. But when your puppy comes into a human home, the litter is gone. Now you are the playmate. You are the moving creature. You are the one with sleeves, hands, ankles, and a voice that reacts. And here is where confusion starts. Most owners want a playful puppy. So they wave their hands, wrestle on the floor, let the puppy chase fingers, laugh when the puppy grabs the sleeve, and then suddenly become upset when the puppy bites too hard. But to a puppy, the rules changed without warning. That's not bad behavior, that's confusion. Your puppy does not understand this kind of biting is funny, but that kind is wrong. They understand patterns. If hands are part of play sometimes, hands become possible toys all the time. Your puppy is not just reacting, they are reading you. They read your movement, your tone, your energy, your speed, your laughter, your frustration. And they build a picture of what kind of game this is. You thought you were playing with your puppy, but quietly, your puppy was learning how humans play. So if biting becomes wild during play, the deeper question is not, why is my puppy bad? The deeper question is, what game have I accidentally taught? 4. Your puppy bites because they are overstimulated, not because they need more exercise. Here's the part many people miss. A biting puppy is not always a puppy with too much energy. Sometimes it is a puppy with too much feeling. Most puppy owners think, they are biting again. They must need more play, so they throw the toy longer, run them around more, make the game louder, add more excitement to a nervous system that is already spilling over. But to a puppy, too much excitement can feel almost like fear. The body gets fast, the mind gets blurry, the mouth opens, the teeth grab, the puppy jumps, growls, bites, runs, returns, bites again. Not because they are trying to be difficult, but because they no longer know how to come down. A young puppy's nervous system is always asking one question. Am I safe here? And safety does not always mean more activity. Sometimes safety means less. Less noise, less touching, less chasing, less talking, less movement. A real-life example is the evening biting session many owners know too well. The puppy has had a full day. New sounds, new smells, visitors, training, playing, being handled, maybe missing naps. Then evening comes and the puppy suddenly bites everything. Hands, feet, clothes, the couch, the leash. The owner thinks, they are being wild. But emotionally the puppy may be saying, I am too tired to control myself and I do not know how to stop. That's not aggression, that's exhaustion wearing teeth. Once you notice this, you won't see your puppy the same way again. Sometimes the puppy who bites the most does not need a bigger game. They need help finding calm. 5. Your puppy bites because your reaction may feel like part of the reward. Most puppy owners hate hearing this, but it matters. Your puppy may keep biting because the bite changes you. Before the bite, you may be quiet. After the bite, you move fast. You speak louder. You look directly at them. You pull away. You push them back. You chase. You grab. You become very interesting. And to a puppy, attention is not always divided into good and bad. Sometimes attention is just powerful. The words matter less than the tone. The response matters more than the sentence. You may be saying, no, stop that. But your body may be saying, the game is alive. When you pull your hand away quickly, the hand becomes prey. When you squeal loudly, some puppies get more excited. When you push them away, your hands return to their mouth. When you chase them after they grab clothing, they learn that biting starts movement. That does not mean you caused everything. It means your puppy is learning from everything. Puppies are not moral thinkers yet. They are pattern readers. They do not sit in the corner planning to ruin your evening. They repeat what creates an effect. This is why calm consistency matters so much. Not coldness, not punishment, not fear. Calm. Because calm teaches the puppy that biting does not open a bigger emotional door. It does not create chaos. It does not turn the human into a toy. It simply leads the puppy toward a different pattern. This is how trust is built, not in one big moment, but in hundreds of small ones. The same response, the same tone, the same boundary, the same gentle redirection. And slowly, your puppy learns. My person is clear. My person is safe. I do not have to guess. 6. Your puppy bites because they are asking for connection, but they do not know how to ask gently. This is where your puppy's behavior starts to make sense. Most puppy owners think biting means the puppy does not respect them. But many puppies bite most often when they want closeness. They bite your robe when you walk away, bite your ankles when you move through the kitchen, bite your hands when you sit on the floor, bite your sleeves when you return home. And yes, it hurts. It is frustrating. It can feel personal. But to a puppy, your movement is emotional. When you walk away, the puppy may feel urgency. When you come home, their body fills with excitement. When your hands reach down, they may not know whether this means petting, play, picking up, or correction. That's not clinginess. That's attachment. Your puppy is attached to your scent, your voice, your footsteps, your presence.